Hello, everybody, and welcome to Club 38, where velvet ropes open to endless beats, glittering glasses, and stories worth telling. As always, I am Alli3Gal, Alli3Gal, and I am joined by Kate Gaming.
Hello. And this week, our guest this week is OffDutyOtter. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me on your show.
Of course. So, before we get into Otter introducing himself, as always, you can find us on Tuesday nights, generally live about 9 p.m. EST on Kate's channel, K8Gaming underscore on Twitch, obviously. And then this week is going to be a little bit different because obviously, if you're catching the live view, I'm from my car for the next couple weeks probably. So I will get to uploading to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Podcasts as soon as I can.
I'd
So
also
of
like to
course,
note we started at exactly 9 o'clock today, so we started on time.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
perfect. So, Otter, if you would like to introduce yourself, and go ahead and pimp your stuff.
Of course. Well, I'm Off Duty Otter, and I stream video games on Twitch, one of them being Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The other ones are Magic the Gathering, Pokemon Trading Card Live, sometimes some co op games like Marvel Rivals or Helldivers, and some random role playing games when they come around. But that's mainly my realm is hanging out on Twitch. I'm pretty new to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I think I'm about 10, 11 months into my grind, and I just crossed over to about 9 million GP. So I don't know if I'm early or early-ish
You're mid
mid-game,
game.
but I definitely have
You're solid mid game.
some. Okay, okay. Well, I definitely have a lot of Omega, Zeta, Omicron deficiencies, but um, yeah, that's kind of where my account's at. Slight Lightspeed bundle addiction, tiny dolphin approach, um, but it's been fun.
I was about to ask, I was like, I'm pretty sure your Lightspeed bundle. Okay, so that answered that question.
Woo! Oh yeah, I love it. I just when the Lightspeed bundles are announced, Grandma's credit card comes out, and we just slap it down. We get everything we can. Lightspeed tokens, not so much. I'm a little shy on those still, but the bundles, there's just so much value. I love them.
What's been your favorite bundle to buy? Like, if somebody comes to you and is like, I want to buy one, but I don't know which one to get, which one would you get?
Well, the one I'm craving that has yet to come out, or at least I've missed, is the Gungan one. And I know that's not like on the meta or anything, or maybe it is, or maybe it's too off in the corner. But I want a Gungan one so badly. But I think the one that helped me get to Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, the one that kind of helped push me towards that one was really nice. And and I think the Inquisitor bundle I liked. I really want Uncle Fester on my squad, and I just I needed that little push from that bundle to get me there. So I mean, those have been my favorites. But man, I want a Gungan one so badly.
I feel
So,
like
how
some.
long have you been playing?
I think I'm reaching around 11 months, about almost a year, but I think I'm 11 months in.
Oh my god. I feel like I've been playing for forever. Oh man.
Well, that's the interesting thing is you guys come with all this history and knowledge, whether it be like through the game or how it's evolved or even through other content creators. Watching your streams and your channel, it's been nice to kind of see like what the history is and like see the battles that have been waged, and it's kind of cool. I know nothing. I'm just wandering in, just a player, just trying to learn as I go, but it's been fun hearing your experiences and your takes on kind of the status of the game and end game stuff as well, which I'm not quite there yet. I'm but a learner.
Yeah, I've been playing since
It's never too early
February
to learn.
2018, so it's been a
Wow,
while. Yeah.
that's an investment.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I've been playing. Well, I stopped playing for years, but I started in like 2017. I think my Google Play receipt says somewhere in 2017.
Oh, that's wild. You guys have seen the game change so much, I'm sure.
It was funny when we had Rabbit Beaver on last week, and he started talking about like who the older streamers are, and he's like the Scoundrels. I'm like, oh my god, they're like one of the newer ones, like making me feel real old because I'm like, I remember Warrior, I remember Operation Metaverse. Like, there's so many people that are not around anymore that like they were like the people you went to and watched. Like, T Money and Gom were always a great time. Gom still occasionally joins RSG on their charity stream that they do, and he does dances, and it's amazing. And if you ever get the chance to catch it, I highly recommend it. He, one year, oh my god, this is a totally off topic story, but he started one of the dances that he had to do, I believe it was the single ladies dance. And he had this like broom or something, and he managed to like throw it, and it perfectly hit the camera and broke the camera. It was just, oh my god, it was. Those are like the older streamers. Like Ranger's been around for forever. I'm pretty sure Zareth started before me. Like, there's been a lot of people around a long time, but then Rabbit Beaver's like, oh, Scoundrels. I'm like, oh god, they're like newer compared to everybody I know. Makes me feel
Speaking
old.
of, you could watch the Three Scoundrels in a Cantina Thursday night, about the same time we go live.
Yeah, and Alli's joining them.
And I have, for the last couple weeks, been one of the Three Scoundrels, filling in for Young Skywalker. And we'll see how much longer that one goes. It's starting to sound like it's going to be a permanent home here soon.
I was about to say, I know Logan said that Young Skywalker is a little bit busy right now. So it sounds like you're getting a semi-permanent role. It's all good. They're good guys. It's a lot of fun.
So, Otter, who are your kind of influencers when it comes, like, what got you into wanting to become a content creator first? We'll go.
Well, I don't know if I'm classified as a content creator. I just like streaming it, and everybody who comes into chat is so knowledgeable that it's definitely helped me up my game, whether it be like focusing in certain areas. But once I decided between the ultimate choice of do we do Marvel Strike Force or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, I went with Star Wars because it's just my love. I'm not strong enough to do two mobile games at the same time. But once I got into Star Wars, I was like, okay, I need to start, looking up YouTube channels. And so I do, I watch everybody from like Arnold to Nooch to, I think, is it Zareth Prevails? Is that it?
Yep,
just I kind of bounce around everywhere, and everybody has a hot take on what my next step should be. So it's always nice kind of seeing, collecting all the different viewpoints and push, putting that to the plan into motion. But I just love Star Wars, and this game is super addicting. Being able to pluck from like old content, video game content, new content, movies, TV shows. You can just pull everything from all these different corners of Star Wars, and I just love that. It's so good. It's just such a fun game. So I've really enjoyed streaming it. I don't put out like videos on YouTube or anything. I don't have that knowledge base yet. I'm still in the learning process, but streaming it has been so much fun to beat people.
I'm very similar to you in the sense that like I don't make videos or anything. I would just stream just to stream and hang out with people. And honestly, the community is great. A lot of knowledge in the community. Even some of the people you see in our live chat right now can tell you they have a lot of knowledge of the game. And quite a few of them have helped me in GACs and whatever I was streaming at the time. So the community is definitely very helpful.
Yeah, everyone's been really cool.
Yeah. What was that, Allie?
So we really do have an amazing community.
Yeah. So any regrets choosing Swug over Marvel Strike Force?
I think Marvel Strike Force looks better. Like I know there was an update visually with some of the wonky characters, like in Star Wars, they upgraded some, and I think there might be continually doing that. But I think Marvel Strike Force looks better. It's like fancier and shinier, and it's got a lot of stuff going on. And I even like the way the guilds kind of move together, like when you're working on different like paths through the timeline or whatever they call it. but I just love Star Wars. I just love these characters, and so that ultimately that was the decision of it. Because if you're only going to give your life and your wallet to one game, I chose Star Wars.
All right, so you said your 9 million account, your
Yep.
Lightspeed bundle account.
Oh yes.
So I'm
And
gonna assume
sometimes episode pass and occasional relic ascension, but sometimes those prices scare me a little bit.
no conquest pass.
No, no, no. I can consistently get the gold crate. This past conquest kicked my butt because I didn't have the newer characters, and keeping Omega Fugitive or Dipabalaba alive was like so difficult. Like I even stacked her with like my good crews, and it's like, please don't die, please, and it just was impossible. So I did not red crate. Shame on my
What
ancestors,
quest are
but
you doing? Are you doing normal or easy or hard?
I'm doing normal. I tried normal, and I kind of feel like maybe next round I need to go back to easy.
No,
Maybe
just go hard. Even
No,
if you
go
get the
hard.
first crate, you're still getting
okay,
more rewards than you would at the end crate at easy.
okay. Well, then I will stick the fight out through
Even
normal.
the first crate in hard is a red crate of normal.
Yeah.
Okay,
So just go the hard route. It sounds very intimidating, but literally you just got to get one crate and you're already getting more rewards than you would on either of the other tracks.
okay. I also recently got the Padawan Obi-Wan Omicron to try to help
I love
boost
that
my
Omicron.
They say
conquest
that
kind of
one's like
action.
really good for conquest. I don't have it, but I've heard it's very, very good.
Yeah, I
It is.
committed to him, and he's very helpful. I wish I could use him more. I'm constantly stim packing him to try to keep him back in the game.
I find a
Uh,
lot of value with him is against one, he does every debuff and buff in the pretty much in the game. When he's above 50% stamina. But two, he has that 50% counter chance. So all those turn meter teams, like Mon Mothma, um, the Mandalorians, he just
mhm.
interrupts it all. And I love it.
So then you still are working on probably Queen Amidala, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's so far away. I have 70 shards out of 330, so I'm a little bit behind there in some of those upper levels.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
I
You'll get there.
recently made great progress with Proving Grounds. The only one I haven't been able to at least one star is Terran Malicos. Other than that, I've been able to either one, two, or three star all of the Proving Grounds thanks to my Supreme Kylo Ren, and it felt so good to finally get like to that level. And so now I'm just farming. I really want Luthen Rail. I don't know why. He's just my hype guy. I want him. And so that's been really exciting to get the shards for that.
He can get pretty nasty in GAC, especially if you have his Omi and you have Saws. I don't know if
Hmm.
you've gone against them, but like they can get pretty nasty together, especially depending on the Datacron set that's around.
Hmm.
So, but I know Allie does proving ground videos. Did you do one for Malicos?
I didn't because I don't have access to him. I had it 3 star. I had him unlocked before I started content creating.
Well, I have an
Yeah.
account with Malicos not unlocked, so I can help you out there if you need it.
If
Yeah.
I get my PC up and running by then, absolutely.
I don't think Conquest starts for like 5, 6 days, and then Proving Grounds is usually, isn't it like the last day?
About yeah, the day after.
Yeah, so you got almost three
Mhm.
weeks.
So I'm going to try to buff up my crew to see if I can knock out that Terran this round. But some of the ones that's the tricky thing about where I'm at right now is a lot of content creators, they're like, this is the best thing that you're going to need. You're going to need Jabba the Hutt. You're going to need Galactic Legend Leia Organa. And I'm like, oh, it's so out of my reach still. It's like I
Yeah.
need to find these medium level scrappy teams. So it's tough trying to follow the path, but still not have all the
Mhm.
resources yet available.
So what GLs do you have? You have SLK, I already
Um,
said that.
Yep, and then I have Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatine. I have him at least max or 80 level 85, and but I need to get so many Omegas, Omicron,
Do
or
you have
and
Watt
Zetas to
Category for him?
get him up. I do have Watt.
Weapon tech. Or not weapon tech, tank tech.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I need to get my Sith a little beefier because he just dies immediately, especially to Rey's whirlwind saber kick or whatever that is. It just
Not in
takes him out
whirlwind.
every. Oh, I hate that one so much. Anytime that pops off, I'm like, so. But that's been where I'm at with that one. So the next one I think I could pop over to is maybe Rey, or I also maybe Leia Organa, depending on the
Ray
relic
had a
levels of
Lightspeed
beefing up.
bundle so long ago.
Did you buy
Yeah.
all the light? You know that Leia's available right now to you, right?
As far as a Lightspeed
Lightspeed
bundle,
bundle.
or
Yeah, she is
Yeah,
available.
yeah, she's like you could buy the Lightspeed bundles, and she's right there. Like you have Nisa, who you get the whole Ewoks at Relic 7. Nisa's a Relic 7 for her. You get Rex at 7 in one of them, and there's you basically got to do R2, and that's about it.
okay. Well, I may have purchased all of those.
So, yeah,
Oh,
look at Leia's journey, and she is a lot closer than you think.
yeah. Well, the only trick is getting my R2 relicked up 8 levels, and then I'm stuck right now in the Commander Luke Skywalker situation, where I need to get him up to I think 4 more levels. So if I can get some relic materials, then I can get them. But you're right, I'm pretty close there. I just need two more and lots of relic levels. Which that's what's stopping me there. This game is all about like hitting dams and then like sitting there for a while and collecting your resources until you can
Yeah.
finally break through and I have those in so many different areas and so it's been interesting. And then these passion projects get in the way. I just want to have the best Jawa
Oh,
team and the best
nothing
Ewok
wrong with a
team.
little PP.
I mean, there's so many PPs, you know? There's like it's I gotta focus. I gotta focus, you know?
Yeah. So
And
you
I
just
recently saw Gerbil, who is like apparently an Ewok savant, and he's inspired me to like kind of push my Ewoks a little bit stronger.
I
So
don't know
that's
if I would
been
push.
inspiring.
I would not push Ewoks, but that's just me.
I know, I get it. It's they're a mid team, but I mean all that little bolo action is so good, so cool.
It's cool, but
Or the thermal detonators with the Jawas. Oh, I just love it.
I really do love those Jawa thermal detonators.
Yeah, and I get it. They're not going to be beaten like GL teams. I get it. They're mid level and stuff, but maybe the act of surprise of people not expecting a team of Relic 7 or Relic 9, Ewoks or Jawas. Maybe there's something there. But I'm not in Kyber 1 like you guys. I'm in Carbonite 1. I'm
I'm not a
fighting.
Kyber one.
not in Kyber 1. We're in Kyber 2.
We're 2.
Okay. Well, one day I wish to be out of Carbonite. Until then, I will keep fighting these 12 million GP accounts.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure my OG account is in Carbonite, so you might see my account there, but I'll probably.
Yep.
I think I signed up for this last GAC and forgot to do a round.
And that's where you just nip them for 10 points and just pray, you know?
That's all you can do when you're up against the 12 million.
Yeah, because
It's
they're just
tough.
gonna
I wish
set
I
the
liked it.
GLs. And that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so hard to get through those when you don't have your full base of GLs built up. But I really want to like Grand Arena. I like it when we get to play, and like it's fair. And not fair is like, oh, I won, I like this. But like, if like I get to take out some of theirs, they get to take out some of mine, and it's like we're both engaging in the game. I just love that so much. When it's a steamroll one way or the other, I'm like, meh, that was okay.
So do you
And then
see
you gotta
a lot
wait.
of the current datacrons in like where you're playing? Like, do you see? I'm assuming you don't see Dark Side Ray Cron. You probably
No,
see
I don't
the
even see
focus
Darkside
ones.
Ray. Like
Yeah.
she's not even in my. Normally, what messes me up is a badass Padme team will destroy my realm. Sometimes Shakti with some clone troopers that's super elevated, or an Iden will mess my world up. But yeah, I don't get to see a lot of the upper levels, which is why I like watching some of the content creators like you guys, because it's like, okay, it's Grand Arena time, and you're sitting there rolling up your sleeves, going against Jabbas and General Kenobis, and it's like the pro leagues. It's really interesting to see that.
See
I
us
don't
make
think I'm
do.
going to see much Jabba's on D, though. not with the Wampa
I
Cran.
just took out a Jabba last round. I was like, I gotta check out this Wampacron on this. Let me try it, and
I love
it
it. The Wampa
one
Cron is
shot
so good.
Wampa. It one shot Jabba, like one hit and was down. It was amazing.
Oh, he's so awesome. I love Jabba. I love Wampa.
Oh yeah. And the Wampacron is very like you can use it on a bunch of different teams. There's a lot of different uses for it. Which
I don't know. I strictly save it for Wampa, but
well, so there was you could use the Wampacron, I believe, with Bane and Malik to also take out Darkseid Raycron. I believe that was the Cron people were starting to use. So you could do that, and then I know. No, the other one was the Swordy-Cron. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've heard with the Wampa-Cron. And then, like you said, just using what Wampa. Wampa does very well, apparently, in TW, too. So.
that's with the Cron because it makes his Omicron active in Paranoid Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Do you always run Wampa solo, or do you ever pair him with the set of 3 or
Always
5
solo.
squad?
Always
Just
solo.
always. Okay, always. Okay.
I believe there's some line in his kit somewhere that says about him being by himself. I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember a line somewhere.
That's also why he's such a good early tune, because just like with like Bane, like he's like you stop when you get Bane and just get him, because Wampa early on is just he's a one-man team, so you could just gear him up and then you have a team.
And then, like you said, you were struggling with Iden's. As long as Iden doesn't have Scout Trooper, Wampa will take her out easy.
Oh, okay.
Very, very easy, actually.
Do you have any suggestions for a mid-team to go against Geonosians? Because there's always those 4 with the brood guy in the lead spot, and they just pick away so quick, and then
you know who I like to use again? It's like a percentage, but as Avi said, Vader.
Vader?
I like to use Jawas there.
Oh, it's perfect. Passion project actually being useful.
So I actually, as long as the Geos are like not super high relics or like Gear 12, I actually used to use Vader, and then I would use Watt, and then occasionally if I felt like I needed it, I'd throw in Thrawn for the turn meter swap.
Oh.
And then you just start doing Merciless, and it just takes them all out.
Takes them out. Okay.
Yeah.
These are the tenets that I need to ingrain in my brain, especially like counters. You guys probably know the counters so well. Those are the upper level game playing that
I do, but I don't. Like, I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, you know what? I know. Do I want to try this counter? I'm also about experiencing new stuff. So like, I'm dying. I've yet to. Again, I'm dealing with some stuff, so I've yet to actually try it. But I want to just go in and Bane the or just Wampa Cron the Dark Gray team and see if it works.
I haven't used the Wampacron on Darkseid Ray, but this past GAC, since I had to use, they had set Kenobi, Cat, and Ezra with the Hodocron on defense, so I had to use my JMK, Cat, and then I used
they
Plo.
went with that FU team?
Yeah, but I was able to, with Plo and the Hodocron, I was able to take out everybody but Ezra, so then I just cleaned up Ezra. But then for their Darkseid Ray team, because they also set that, I took in Han first, and then I took in... I didn't have Malik. I had already used Malik at that point. I used Bane and Sassy, and just a regular... It might have been the Vader Cron. I don't remember what Cron I used, but that took it out very easily. So...
Okay.
It's all about working with what you got and hoping for the best.
Yeah, and that's one of the tricky things is because everyone has a solution, but sometimes those solutions are like, oh, I'm not there yet. I need to. There's much training I need to have. You know, I can't just run to Cloud City and save my friends. I'm going to get my ass kicked. You know, it's that situation.
If you're going to go for one character, just go for Bane because he counters like everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm collecting the. Wait, do I have Bane? I'm collecting all the anything I can from those upper level proving grounds.
Yeah, Bane's the one
This
character.
PG was so easy for some. I fit, I want to do a video on this about just how
Oh, yeah.
easy Proving Grounds has become. Like you had the Malgus event and the Thai event, and I get a lot of comments about how like a lot of people can't beat that Thai event. And I'm like, where's your Phoenix squad? It's an easy auto.
Well,
And
if you
then
can't beat it, just buy a Lightspeed bundle for it. I mean, that's just even easier.
well, now that you got the Lightspeed bundle to take Phoenix to Relic 5, so
Yeah.
Oh, that is a
I
Lightspeed
you
bundle?
are a Lightspeed bundle. Yes, it's the Shadows of the Empire.
My
Yep.
Phoenix are pretty crappy on the OG account and is still not beating
Um,
that
Mine are Relic
interceptor.
3 from the first Shadows of the Empire. Uh, by the way, if you ever buy that bundle, that is a terrific bundle. The value you get out of your Phoenix squad is tremendous.
Mhm.
They are a Treya counter. Basically, as long as you survive that first initial onslaught, which even with crappy mods and at Relic 3, my Phoenix could take a Relic 8-9 Treya team
Phoenix
with
also take,
horrible mods.
yeah, they also take out Inquisitors.
Mhm.
Mm.
So
So
that's
they're a
huge.
great Inquisitor counter. They will easy again. You might have to get the RNG right 2 or 3 times to survive that first initial onslaught in the TIE
Mhm.
Interceptor battle, but it is a easy 3-star. Just you go in there, you put it on auto, and again, if you don't survive that first initial onslaught, you back out, you try it again.
Yeah. Who do you use for the flex spot? Like, I know we do Hera, Kanan, Chopper, and Rex, but that last
Sabine,
spot, okay, just
always Sabine.
always okay. Okay, that's okay.
Unless you're
No
going
Zeb
against
ever Zeb?
Inquisitors, then you need somebody who auto taunts.
I use Sabine.
Okay.
She's always Sabine. Um. So yeah, that if you're gonna buy that bundle is so looked down upon, but it's actually got great value in that Phoenix squad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like Duramana is saying, if it needs a pre taunt, if Rex gets tortured, you lose. Yeah, so I always, for
Mm.
the Inquisitor battle, I always throw in Geo Brood Alpha. So,
Oh.
and
I
it
And
hadn't
then
works.
considered breaking the theme here by throwing in some random Geonosian. Ah,
Yeah, but
living crazy.
you get the pre taunt from the summon, and then if the summon gets taken out, it's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
we actually use Cannon Jairus, Baby Yoda. I still use Cannon. I have a 90% win rate with just the Phoenix, just that team.
Yeah, and then
Hell yeah.
Baby
It's
Yoda
like
is
a
also saying
tremendous.
Short Trooper, another option.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I don't break team. I use that team, and it has never really failed me. I swear by that team to this day. I will stand by that team. The Phoenix Squad is a very underrated, especially with the how early they're available, and that's probably going to be the first team you want in
Mm.
for a brand new account, and for them to carry you even to this point in the game where, like, that's amazing. I have so much love for that Phoenix Squad, and especially getting them at Relic 5 in the new Shadows bundle. That's a little that's your Hera for profundity.
Mm. That was the first squad I went with was the Phoenix one, and I mean, it did what you said. Like it's carried me pretty far, so I've enjoyed it. And now Rex is at Relic 7 now. Oh, so good. I love it.
Phoenix got a lot better once they added in Captain Rex.
Hmm.
Lot better.
You never want to use them without Cap. He makes that team. Without him, they're not good. He is a necessity on that team.
For sure.
How do you guys feel about the Lightspeed tokens so far? I know you guys have these advanced accounts and maybe a baby account that you're toying with, but either way, like, have you used them at all, or does it spark joy for you guys?
I've I've earned, I think 3 tokens, And
Mhm.
2 of them I just dismantled right away. One of them, it took my young Lando up from Relic 0 to Relic 1, and that was
Oof.
it.
Yes, value.
I think I've used one and then I dismantled another. Um, two. I used two. I took
Probably
stat
stop. Yeah.
from like up one gear level. So thank you for that, CG. I appreciate that. It was a free couple shards on my baby account. Hey, I'll take it. I
Yeah.
dismantled it on my big account because Staps and relics.
Hmm.
And then also on the baby account, I took Kira
Oh.
to gear like, is it 12 or something? Gear 11, 12.
Yeah.
So, and for smaller characters, it is what it is. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
It all goes back to depends where you're at in the game, which unfortunately is the answer for a lot of it. So,
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
have you used any of them at all?
I used Zori Bliss as like relic something one or no relic one, but I still have to farm the shards now for her. So I feel a little. That's what the big thing about Lightspeed bundles I like is that it just gives you the shards, it brings you the materials, it gets you to the relic level. Lightspeed tokens are a little bit like, well, here's a little bit of progression, but not as much as I want. I want value. I want like time savers, and it does
Yeah.
help, but. Uh, I still need to put some time into it. So that's Zori Bliss, and then Stap. That was the final separatist that I had to kind of bring up to speed. So those two specifically were really helpful, but I still need a little bit more.
Have you been buying them?
No, no, not that. Those I will only buy Lightspeed bundles. I don't know if what that says about me, but I want value in these bundles. I wish they weren't doubling in price. It's nice to see them Relic 5, 7 getting up, or even Cup 9, like whatever. But I can't bundles for life, until I have everything, and then I'll just stop buying those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about how I will buy anything with value.
Yeah.
I like the Ascensions. I like those, but I won't touch the Lightspeed tokens. I don't think they're worth the price of taking a possible. If you look at like the Separatist one, you could pay $15 for the to go up to Relic 5, which is good if you're doing it on stat. But if you're trying to say like you need a Newt Gunray, you're just starting and you need them for like a farm. You need them for a journey. $15, that's for a Newt Gunray, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and if anybody remembers, like when Lightspeed bundles were first brought out, the first two I'm pretty sure were Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Rey.
Anyway,
And
yep.
I got the Rey one for $10 for the OG account, and now you want $10 for one character. That's to me that's
Yeah.
crazy. But
Inflation is hitting our digital games. What is this?
yeah, and even Interceptor's Ashen was the value of dismantling the tokens. I'm pretty sure when I dismantled, I just got some Cairo. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Interceptor, there is your value does change per the Lightspeed token. I'd have to pull up the forum to figure out exactly what it is. But yeah, your value does change, and you do get some stuff out of it. It's just
It's
nothing
not
that I
worth
would
it.
want to spend $15 to get, whatever.
It's not worth
Yeah.
it. I got the tokens for free, dismantled them, whatever.
Do you think they'll keep up that trend of trickling them out in battle pass or in battle passes or season passes?
I think that'll be here to stay. They're gonna. So I think a lot of it is one, they're doing it to catch up to older players or the
Hmm.
newer players, and two, they're again tinfoil hat coming up to relic 10. They want as many relics
Oh,
as they can.
Relic
Um,
10, crazy.
and this is them pushing those because if you look at a lot of bigger accounts, there's a lot of players with just these low end people. like that aren't needed. And it
Mhm.
gives it a reason to, okay, here's the Lightspeed token to use on this bottom part of your roster. Now all of a sudden he's sitting at gear 11, and why not?
I mean,
Take him into
ultimately,
place.
these Lightspeed tokens are going to come down to money. Like, what are
Mm.
they actually making off this? What are people investing into it? Are the people who they're targeting investing like they thought they would? That's what it's going to come down to if they continue to use these in the game. And maybe they adjust either the price or how they're selling them. But
Mm.
I think, or at least what I've been hearing from people who have bought like Lightspeed bundles, and then the people who are utilizing the Lightspeed tokens, are there's bigger issues that need to be addressed, like the Zetas, the Omicrons, the
Reach, yes.
credits. Like, there's just a lot of other stuff that need to be addressed, and it's causing, and the mods even, like, are you able to keep up with like slicing mods, and do you have the mods for your characters? So
That is a journey. I didn't
yeah.
realize until somebody on stream was like, okay, we need to reset your whole mod situation. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then that cost a lot of gold in game. But like now I feel like I have a plan and mods. That's a whole other level of farming that I've committed to now.
Speaking
Yeah.
of mods, how are your Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon?
Let's see. Well, they're now relic 12. Both, I think Master is wait, did you,
Your
Qui-Gon?
Poncho Bros.
Contra Bros, yeah. So Obi's now at 12, and Master Qui-Gon is at 11 right now. So I still need to get them up a little bit, but they are getting their Omicrons and Zetas and Omegas attached now.
They need
They're
to
on the
be
list.
Relic 7 at least.
Oh, you know how long that's going to take? Anytime someone starts the word with, the sentence with relic, I'm like, oh, it's
But
going to take forever.
the big thing that we push for them, like especially early on, is because the Relic 7 ROI on their assault battle. It's
Yeah.
a huge so yeah, it takes a lot to invest in them to get them to Relic 7. But the return on it is going to feed the rest of your roster.
Are they
I get
accelerated farms yet?
What was that?
Are they
I thought
accelerated farms yet?
I thought
Yes.
Padawan Obi was, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you already said you're working on POW and the
Mhm.
Omicron for Conquest, so you're already halfway there.
I'm getting there. It's just,
But that's
people
also
say,
another gate, like with the people who do the Lightspeed bundles, all that is like, for that to get the like real value out of them or complete value, you need to get them up to Relic 9. Which, are
Mhm.
you getting the droid brains in your current guild? Are you getting the materials you need to bring them up?
Ooh. So you bring up guilds. I did not realize that the level of guild that I'm at is keeping me at a certain resource level because like we only do speeder bike runs. When I watch other
Oh,
people, and
you're
that's
not
just
doing the
because
current raid.
no, and I didn't even realize like I'm watching
Oh.
other people play and I'm like, there's a whole side of the game I haven't seen because my guild isn't strong enough to see these things.
Oh, you missed the
And
whole Naboo raid too. That's after.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
no idea that any of this stuff was going on. So I like playing with them, and I feel like I'm buffing up to keep to pull my worth in the guild. But it's surprising that like I'm missing whole parts of the game. So that was
Yeah.
interesting realization.
Honestly, if you want to progress in the game, like you're talking you want to, you're going to
Hmm.
need to find a guild that's keeping up with the current raid.
Yeah, that's
So the
true.
big difference in that is your Mark III currency.
Yeah, I've yet to ever get Mark III currency.
That's
They
because
look
that's
great.
only
They look beautiful.
available
Three
in
little
the
cookies.
order.
Never got it.
Because it's only available in the order 66.
Mm. And that's
It's
the other
always
thing. On the bottom of my stack right now, or like I'm trying to get all these foundational tunes. So on the bottom of my stack are all pirates and dark clone troopers, and it's like I'm getting there. We're getting them up there, but I'm not at all in the forefront of the release schedules. And most of mine are all 3 or 4 stars, just like my Vane today. I got my 3-star Vane, and he's going to be chilling for a while until I can get everybody else kind of fattened up in the roster, and then I can push towards the new side of things.
Yeah, and as Aoi just said, it's not only Raid, it's also Zepho and Mandalore that give Cairo from root.
Yeah, so then also, like, talking
Hmm.
about guild, it really depends what your guild is doing in TB. That's going to play a huge role in your progression as well.
Okay.
So, just some food for thought. You don't have to do anything, but
Yeah, I'm definitely curious in exploring. I mean, I like my crew. You know, there's no bad blood or anything. I feel like I'm contributing, but I definitely am interested in seeing, you know, the all the dirty corners of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and really getting in there. So
well, I think a lot of people are in that situation. Like, you feel like a sense of loyalty to your guild, and there's nothing wrong with that. You probably played with your guild for a while now. You like them. You
yeah,
like, and then you get to a point where it's also like, how competitive do you want to be in this game?
yeah,
Are you, if you're okay with just chilling out, doing the raids that you're doing what you're doing in TB, stay with your guild. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah. But I
Uh,
would like to get some of those deeper currencies that Ali mentioned.
Yeah,
the
and
Mercury. I
You
mean,
know,
it's all in how comfortable you want to be. Like my guild, we're a territory battle guild. We will build our rosters for operations and strictly like we just put the cap that you need to have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis starting second week of October or second road of October. That is a must on your roster, or you're not in the guild.
hmm,
Um, so it all depends, like how serious you want to take the game. There are completely casual. There's
yeah. I'm
and
pretty
then
obsessed. I'm like, as soon as the timers reset, I'm there clicking buttons, doing things. So
but
I'm
there's gonna be a lot, like, so recruiting right now is awful for every guild. It's very, very hard to recruit new people. So if there's a guild that is looking for people and you're probably around your GP range, if they know you're going to be committed to them and you're going to work on what, like, their guild needs to succeed,
mhm.
they're going to take you. It's not going to be hard for you to find another guild. And, like, it's, if people listening are in the same situation, guild recruiting right now is awful. It's very hard for guilds to find new
yeah,
people who are committed, who want to put in the
Mm.
time and effort. And
this has been a pretty serious topic these last couple weeks. Like I
yeah,
know Egnards, if you're watching, um, I think you still got the role. Pop into chat really quick. I don't think you're watching because I haven't seen you in chat. But he put out this video a couple weeks ago, maybe it was like a month now, about looking for a guild and when to know when it is time to cut. And ever since then, he's been on Scoundrels and with Fat Phil, and it's just been going around, and we've been seeing a lot of comments on it. But even just between Scoundrels and here, it's crazy.
Yeah.
it's,
Well,
yeah, it's been a
yeah.
huge topic just around the community, I think, recently. So
I see a lot of people on subreddits kind of like promoting their guild and saying, we're recruiting, and I kind of just pass by them and look for news stuff. But I guess I should poke around a little bit more.
yeah, and a lot of
Yeah.
discords have places where recruiters can post an ad for their guild. So if you are
Hmm.
looking, there's quite a few of the discords that different streamers or different communities have. A lot of the times they'll have a page dedicated to where you can post an ad for your guild. So if people are looking, it's where you can find out some more info or talk to your friends that
Or
you
I
have in the
know
game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm odd for Newt, so I know this one specifically. You can actually post where you are and your like GG link and
Hmm.
actually post what you're looking for too.
Well, I definitely want to make sure that I am, I want to make sure my account is like meeting certain standards before I start like kind of bouncing out, but I think I might be close to that,
Well, let's see.
you
Where
know.
you got two GLs, you're 9 point something GP. Ship wise, are
Yeah.
you working towards Leviathan? Or do you at least
Uh,
have like Executor Profundity on your radar?
so I'm
Uh,
missing those big three, but I'm
Okay.
actually closer to profundity than I am. Leviathan,
Which isn't
but
surprising if you bought the Rogue One bundle and
exactly.
Yeah.
the Shadows of the Empire.
And I know I'm supposed to get Executor because I can't break through the Executor wall in my fleet battles, but I don't know. Everyone's like,
Executor,
get Leviathan.
you can take out Executor with um, Executrix.
Well,
Just don't watch my
okay.
video on it because I suck with against Executor. I complain about it all the time. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
I
that
feel like
bad.
if I can
I
get
hate
some of
it.
those
I
core
hate it.
foundations, then I feel like I might be able
Yeah.
to bounce
So
out soon.
anybody listening, if you're trying to like move forward in the game, look for a new guild, the big things you got to look at are your GL situation. What GLs do you have? What are you working towards? Are you working towards in TB if you want to be going to a guild that's earning Jedi Knight Cal Kestis shards? If you want to be going to a guild that's working on Mandalore, have those requirements ready. And then if ships, they're massive, 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 massive.
And
Our
so slow to drop. Ah, those
yeah,
shards
Also,
are so elusive.
also to add on to that, you gotta make sure that if you're gonna go to not even just like a semi-serious guild, but if you go into a bigger guild and they're saying, "Hey, do you think you could take this guy out for Rise of the Empire?" Or, "Hey, our guild is really pushing for Zepho. Let's make Jedi Knight Cal Kestis a priority on your roster. Get him within X amount of time." Like, that's something you really gotta think about when you go into a new guild too.
yeah, and Allie made a comment about probably not be able to take out Executor if you don't have Scythe. That is true. You do need Scythe for the Executrix counter. So that is an amendment to that.
Yeah.
You have to have
I'm
that
at
ship.
I'm at 86 shards, so eventually I'll get there. I don't know how long that equates to. 7 months, 8 months, we'll get there.
Yeah, it's all a progress. Like, the game is constantly, you're working towards the next thing on your list. Like, you're constantly
Yeah.
progressing in the game, but you want to make sure you're supported in the guild you're in that, like, puts you in the best position possible. But just understand where you're at. If you want to go casual, play
Yeah.
casual. If you want to go more
This isn't a
competitive,
casual game. This
that's
is life and death. This is blood, war. This is Star Wars. It's in the name.
Okay. I do have a serious question though.
Uh
Really, really serious.
oh.
Rebel or Empire?
Ooh. Ooh. Well, after watching Andor, I'm all in on the Rebels. But
Heck
man,
yeah,
Arnold makes the Empire look so good.
I'm all Rebel, of course. My girl
Oh,
Leia.
of course. Of course. Yeah, that's your brand.
but that's all good.
So have you guys checked out Vane at all? Are you in on the forefront? Are you guys being advanced players? Are you reveling in the pirateness?
I'm not excited for the Hondo team. I'm excited for the Maz team, so I am not excited for
Mm.
Vane. Haven't
I'm
read his
excited
kit.
for both.
Haven't read his kit or anything.
You've never read the Vane? The Vane kit sounds like you could get some serious like health equalization and everything on that Vane team. And he's drawing a lot of taunts, and he's just
Yep.
constantly getting back his health and armor. He is a really beefy tank.
Honestly, I really don't read tanks kits until I have the team ready to go.
Hmm.
And even
That makes
then,
sense.
it's like hit or miss if I actually read it or if I just start pressing buttons and seeing what happens. Like,
That's what
Yep.
I do.
that's
Generally,
the
nine
point in
times
my
out of 10.
Swoga career I'm at.
Yep.
Let's
You
just
got to
wing it.
see the synergy.
Yes. So I haven't read any of it.
I'm so excited to finally be able to like get on that forefront and like be excited about new characters coming out because I feel like it's like, oh, this thing came out, cool. I'll get it, unlock it, I'll put it on the back burner, and it'll my resource economics will trickle down to them, and they'll eventually grow to be usable. But I'm just not there yet.
I can tell
Without
you
spending
from my
money,
base account, it takes a while for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mod lockers. I see that. That's a lot of people have been recommending just like keep mods on them, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
But then
'cause
I
you have
want
a
to make sure
path.
that they have the right mods, and then I get really OCD and obsessive about it because it's a lot of money to pull and pluck these things off and on.
If they're characters you're never gonna use, just put mods on them. Doesn't matter what they are.
Are you
Especially if
telling
they're
me?
pilots, you could just put like any like
It does
trash
not
six
matter
dot
which
mods,
ones. Yeah.
Okay,
and
okay.
the six dot mods doesn't matter what they are. Stats don't matter for those as long as it's a six dot mod.
Yep.
Hmm.
It'll make a pilot better.
Yep.
Okay. So there are characters that you guys don't use. You don't
All the
use the
time.
the full the full roster at your
No.
disposal, and you ignore these people. Poor Bodhi. Come on, when is he gonna get some love?
Hey, I get some use out of Bodhi. I use them as in Rise of the Empire
He is a mod locker for me.
Oh, so sad.
for a ship.
So
Ugh.
sad.
You know he's a mod locker for a ship. Come on, gotta get him 6 dots.
If only he had a ship.
He is the pilot.
He's the pilot with no ship.
It's brilliant.
Because that makes sense.
Are you the pilot? I'm the pilot.
That's the only thing I really remember of him from that film is that he just took a crazy drug trip and he's the pilot. That's pretty much
But then he's
that's all
not
I
even a
got.
pilot in the game.
Right? Like,
Like,
come on, CG.
what?
What are we doing?
Yeah. But all right, you want to shift to viewer questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so I can read them off my phone.
Okay,
so
I was gonna say a little hard here.
I got it. All right, so ST Animal asked, with upcoming era, most of us seem to be hoping for ship content. It's been 2 years since the last capital ship was added, and a year in October since Punishing One was brought to the game. If we get a ship era, do you think they will double down on pirates? What would you like to see as a fleet added to the game? Anyone want to go first?
We always start with gas.
I've prepared a doctoral thesis on this, so if you don't mind me getting in the weeds here. First of all, I love fleet battle, and I know Allie hates it so much, but I just love ship and ship action and explosions and lasers and space. Oh, it just speaks to me. But like, if I had to go from like the heart of like what I wanted, like, why don't we have like some N1 starfighters, an A-wing, a B-wing, a cloud car? People have been clamoring for Red 5, like that stuff would be awesome. Or something to like fill out the Malevolence crew. And I don't even know what that would be, like a Trade Federation landing ship, or like a Nemoidian escort shuttle, or like the Wat Tambor could have a banking frigate or something. Like, I just want something to like those last couple spots. Or maybe even a bounty hunter ship for like Fennec Shand if she had her outcast or whatever. So those are like some little holes, but like I think they're gonna double down on pirates. I think they're gonna if in my perfect world, they would they would have a whole pirate fleet. Clearly, the capital ship would have to be Gorian Shard's pirate corsair, but that would be knowing that they haven't added Gorian Shard yet into the game, and the ship doesn't have a name. Like a cool executor. Like profundity. It doesn't have a name. It's just like, oh yeah, that's his pirate ship. So
I'm sure they
that's
could come
tough.
up with a name if they needed to.
I hope so. Because some people point to that Captain Silvo Brutus ship that's in the artwork, and it's like, yeah, that could be cool. But I think, seeing the plant pirate, rocking his pirate corsair, that would have to be the capital ship. And then I selected deep in the databanks 6 of how I would fill it out. One of them would be the Katuni, which is a light freighter for Hondo Anaka. One would be the Misan Martinet, which is the Corellian Star Shuttle for Captain Athano, Quiggold, and Kix. Third one would be the Epoch Swift, which is the personal starship of Maz Kanata. Then you have the Onyx Cinder, where it's the Galactic Republic starship of Jod Nanawood and SN-33. And we just got Vane, so we could do the Snub Fighter, the pirate Snub Fighter in the show. And then this is a stretch. I'm going to need you to go on a journey here. The Aravana, which is the heavy freighter piloted by veteran Han Solo and veteran Chewie in the movies. That's the one where the Rathtar monster was all sliding around the ship and eating everybody. A little bit of a bigger ship, but I think it could still
Never
work.
made a deal with Conja Club.
You
But
really did a lot of research into
oh,
that answer,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I was like, I'm so because I was just excited about like what does a pirate, what does it all even look like, So that's my dream pirate ship crew that I would like to see kind of happen.
So is that
But yeah,
also
that's
the
that's my
fleet you
take
would
on it.
like to see added to the game?
Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be so cool. I mean, I think Mandalorians would there's a good case for like getting some Mando ships in there,
Mhm.
especially with how many we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're gonna double down on pirates, I think that's the direction. Cap ship, I think I could go either way, but I think those are some strong choices for actual tunes and using the ones that are actually in the game. Versus, it's hard to say like, oh, they're going to add a ship, which requires adding a character. They're more likely to add a ship to a character that's already there. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how any of this works, but that's how I would do it.
Interesting. Allie, you have anything for
Um,
either
I could,
question?
yeah, I could see it happening because Leviathan was ages ago. Um,
Kind of like just due for a new capital ship.
yeah, but not that I want one because capital ships take so damn long to farm.
I
They
honestly
really do.
think
That's the
like the
worst part.
ship, like the ships right now, we're at a good spot. Everything really has a counter. I mean, other than Leviathan, like it's a messy. You pretty much need a mirror, but everything else has a counter. So
Executrix do it here and there if you get the right RNG.
yeah, but it's
I mean, it's doable. It's just, I think as you said, I think we're in a good space. I could see adding that many ships being a headache and
mhm.
taking forever to.
But I do completely agree with what Baby Yoda Eyes just said in chat. Is if you say ships are in a good spot, that is CG's cue to release a new one. I do think they'll release a new one. I do think we will go in. With everything pirate coming in, I do think that's a route they could go. Um, I don't think necessarily it's the route that most people would want. I think
Mm.
you might potentially also see them introduce maybe the first GL capital ship.
Ooh,
I
So
could
that's interesting.
see, I
I,
can see Meathead's post right now, just from quoting you. It's not what they want, it's what they need.
Mm.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see that. Would I like it? I'm not sold on the pirates yet. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Maz's crew. Not really GL Honda too much. Like I'm gonna get him, but eh. I would prefer other fleets. But if you also want to look at it in a way, the last fleet we got was Leviathan, which is dark side, and we tend to alternate light
Hmm.
side, dark side. So we're due for a
Ooh.
light side ship, unless you're looking at it as pirates are neutral. Then we're adding in a whole
Mm.
other wrench into that. But going by history, we are due for a light side fleet. So what will that be? I don't know, but
Whatever comes next.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a way to look at it. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe that Mod Kanata fleet you were talking about. Maybe
Yeah,
Maz
they
gets
might have Maz like lead in one, because Maz is light side, so maybe.
It could work.
But then the fleet like to see added to the game. Not necessarily fleet, but I've wanted Red 5 for a
Yeah.
long time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Whether
Why? How
it's
can it not be in the game already? It's
Luke is such
crazy.
a
and the worst
staple.
part is Meathead constantly teases about it. Constantly. He's been doing that for probably years at this point. Like, oh, Red 5, Red 5. I'm like, all right, is Red 5 coming yet?
Or like Gold Squadron, or like any of the like. We
I
need
would
more X-wings
love
in
to
there. You
have
know.
Rogue Squadron in the game. That is like my dream. I would love
Absolutely.
to have Rogue Squadron.
Do you think Star Wars Starfighter, whatever the Ryan Gosling, Matt Smith series, you think that'll inspire any ships to be integrated in there?
Maybe. I don't know.
Just give me Chimera. That's all I want.
Oh yeah, oh, best one. Or Plagueis. He was in the shadows. We could finally add Creepy Man Plagueis.
Yeah.
You know, bring him in.
But that's the nice thing is there are a lot of different routes that they can go.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options of what can be brought into the game.
And then Cortosis, if you get Chimera in there, and you could get all these like anti-Jedi mechanics going on. Oh, it could be so cool.
Yeah. All right. The next question is your question. If you
Absolutely,
had to
I
have one
thought
of,
about this all day.
oh my god, if you had to have one of our celebrity droids, R2, D2, C3PO, BD1, etc., cook you a meal, which one would you choose? Since you asked it, does that mean you want us to answer first, or do you want to answer first?
I mean, either way, whatever's easier. I think I have a pretty good answer, but we'll see.
All right, go ahead. Guess first.
Okay, well, so I was thinking about this, and I was like, well, first of all, you got to think about like who can actually like manipulate things, and there you got to kind of stretch things because like some of them have little levers, and some, you know, have actual digits and stuff. But I think if we're going off a vibe, I think B2 Emo would be good because he's always hanging out with Marva. You know they're watching some good TV, and you know she's got good snacks. So I think my little emo boy would be great at like getting out some good snacks and presenting a good vibe while we're waiting for Andor to come back, or Cassian rather. So I think he would be, you know, and I just love that guy. He's just a good hang. So I think he'd be good at making some good snacks and munchies. So that's my pick.
I gotta go BD1.
Mm.
He's always hanging out on the ship, and what's the pilot's name?
Grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always asking about. Like, he makes comments about food here and there.
Oh, it's right. He's the chef. Yeah.
He is the chef. So with BD1 being on the ship, plus collecting all the plants, and I wonder what kind of like meals they can make with the plants. It's
And he's
gotta be
always handing out those shots, right? So he could be great at handing out Jello shots or something like that.
exactly.
You know?
How do we know that's a stem and not a Jello shot?
Exactly. Oh, brilliant, brilliant answer.
Wow, my answer is like very probably awful.
It's C3PO, isn't it?
No,
isn't
it is actually Chopper.
Ooh, you would trust
Chopper.
Chopper to feed you? Oh man.
He's like the cranky old dude who's just like, get out of my kitchen, and like actually they're the ones that actually know how to cook really well.
That's a good point. Yeah, if he can
I went
kill
based
some
off their
imps, he can kill a meal.
personalities. I was just
I
thinking
love
based
that.
off personalities because I'm like, well, R2 would probably just pull a prank on my meal. C3PO,
He's got like military rations, not even on the level of what you need.
You know what?
C3PO is translation droid. He's not gonna cook, so.
You know, he's got that recipe downloaded, and he will make it to a T.
That's true.
Of course, you could end up being the meal with Chopper. That's true too. You just never know what you're gonna get.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what you're gonna get. Might be the best meal of your life. You might be the meal.
Love it.
Hey,
Absolutely love it.
It's great to see you.
All right, next question we have is from Marshmallow. Worst decision you've ever made in the game, best decision you've ever made in the game, why? And then is it just me, or do you guys try and make silly names for your team loadouts? For example, my 501st team is called Just Past Gas. Oh my god. All right, so first question, worst decision you've made in the game? You guys got to think about that one, don't you?
Well, I mean, does committing to Jawas and Ewoks count? Because I know that's not at all like the meta, but man, putting an Omicron on Chief Nibbit, I don't know if that was the right play or not.
An Omicron?
But I did it.
Oh my.
Yeah. I know it's like only for territory wars or whatever, but I wanted my Jawas to be as beefy as possible.
Oh my god.
So I did that.
When I think about the game, I don't necessarily look at a lot of the stuff I do as like bad decisions, like in-game wise, because ultimately everything I made a decision of led me to where I am now in the game. So I don't look at stuff like that. But overall, the game, I think my worst decision was staying longer than I probably should have in a gauntlet guild. And I loved my guild. I didn't leave because I loved the guild I was in. I loved playing with all of them. But it was not good for my mental health. Wasn't good for like just everything going on in real life. So worst decision would probably just be staying in a guild longer than I should have. And it is nothing against the guild because, like I said, I loved playing with them.
Yeah. Well, that is an element of the game is how much interaction you have and how often and in what capacities with other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say leaving the game and taking a break?
You can say
Is
that.
the worst or
Yeah.
the best decision?
Was
Which
the
side of that
worst.
is oh, okay.
I came back and I was so far behind on everything, and I looked at it, like the account, and I
I
was
get
like,
that.
oh my god, I gotta do all this to catch up. There's no freaking way.
Yeah. That's what I feel like all I'm doing is playing catch up just so I can get to the current content. So I couldn't imagine like, just taking time. People don't take time off of this game. Are you crazy? Who
You
would
take
do
a
that?
day off, you're behind.
Mm-hmm.
You got vacation, you better figure out how to do it while you're on vacation or somebody else.
Yeah.
I was
But yeah,
trying to do like my Rise of the Empire and everything up in the mountains this last weekend with the Girl Scouts.
Oh, jeez. The
Like
signal.
I'd be like, okay, it's bedtime. Let me try to at least deploy.
Oh, jeez.
It was rough.
Oh, man. All right.
but as far as like the names, I keep my names pretty matter of fact. It's probably pretty boring. It's like, Jawa Team, Gungan Basic, sortie droids. Like I keep mine as factual and as organized. I'm so obsessively compulsive about my organization of all my squads and stuff. So I don't like to have fun in my Star Wars games. I like to keep it all organized and scientific,
Do you have any names for your loadouts, Allie?
I tend to name mine after like where I would use them. So like I have all my days for territory battles all listed out in a tab for each day, and then each one is like bottom left Dathomir. Ackley fight.
So you just put like which
Yeah.
which battle you need them for, essentially.
Exactly. So I'm just like, okay, which planet is this? Where's this one going?
Crazy enough, I don't use loadouts really. I only have a few, and they're mainly for like raid and had one other one and I can't remember what it was, but I really don't use loadouts, but like kind of like a more of a, I guess, a history lesson for you. So going back to naming stuff, there used to be a streamer called Mr. Jigabachi, and he had the most amazing names for characters. And I will still in my head be like, all right, gotta go use this character, and I'd say the character's name that Jigabachi would use. So they were amazing. And then we skipped the question of best decision you've ever made in the game.
Making mistakes and then becoming a content creator and teaching everybody like how to prioritize stuff.
Okay.
And then using that to kind of as like a learning experience of like, okay, well, after equipping a bunch of Zetas early on and not really knowing what I was doing, I eventually learned like, okay, let me read what the Zeta is first instead of just seeing like, okay, I have a Grand Inquisitor that I'm trying to go for. You need every Zeta on every character because that's what I'm working on.
All right.
when actually you don't need a lot of their Zetas. Like, their leads are trash, don't apply them.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
I love the
if I
used
didn't
to
learn
see in
anything, I would have
TW.
had.
Yeah, TW, we
Yeah.
used to see the full Omicron Inquisitor teams. And you'd just be
Mhm.
like, you did not need all those Omicrons because they're like all for leads, and you're not going to use any of their leads other than at the time you would have used Grand Inquisitor, and now you're only going to use Riva. So.
I think the only time I will ever apply them is if, like, eventually I have so many Omicrons and I have all the good ones, and I'm just like, oh, what am I going to do with these?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't Omicron ninth sister? Is that what you're telling me?
No, do not
I feel like
Omicron any of them.
that should be the first thing I do.
Yeah, no.
I have the second sister one only because that came from a bundle.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Same.
Oh. I
Yeah,
didn't know that
they
one was
gave
in a
her
bundle.
Zetas and I think her Omicron.
Oh, interesting. Alright, Otter, best decision made in the game.
Oh man. Well, in the game at least, I feel like it's, committing to squads early, like that like what Ali was talking about earlier. Really committing to Phoenix helped me a lot, like push up the ranks that I needed to and get a lot of the things done. So I think committing to actual plans and seeing it through, I think has been really satisfying and probably the best choice I've done. And I guess specifically focused on, I think, Phoenix Squadron. And now I think that's transitioned over to like a basic version of Kylo, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I don't have the Dark Ray, but committing to that upper tier now and trying to push my First Order has really helped me get some of those wins that I get, just that many more cryotechs or that many more resources gained. So I think those two teams would probably be my best decisions. And the fact that I actually kind of have seen them through. Supreme is still at Relic 3, and I know I need to get them up to 7 and 9s and stuff, but that's been really satisfying. Outside of the game, I think it's like just being open enough to stream this stuff because you start meeting people and you start learning like, from other people, whether it be in chat or content creators. But I think that's been really probably the best thing I've done outside of the game is just leaning on the resources, whether that be a YouTube video, a Twitch streamer, or a YouTube streamer, either whatever version they're pushing out. But yeah, no,
Makes
that's what I would
sense.
say.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a problem. It's me.
For me, I would say in the game, the best decision I've made is continuing to work on mods every single day. I refresh mods every single day. If I can only refresh one thing, I will do mods. I think they make a massive difference in your account no matter where you're at. And then just outside the game in general is just getting involved in the community. Like I joined back when COVID was just starting. We were all stuck at home. So I've met some really incredible people along the way. A lot of them I'm still friends with. And then I just wouldn't have had the opportunities I've had in this game if I never did click that go live button that first day. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Getting involved. If anybody's sitting there trying to debate if you want to stream, if you even just want to get more active in the community, do it. What's the worst that can happen, kind of thing. So, I think
it's also
was
cool to
definitely
see on Twitch, there's only like 3 or 4 of us streaming sometimes a day. It's really interesting. It's not as saturated as like Marvel Rivals or whatever. So it's kind of cool to see, support, the people that are focusing on more niche things, and it's been cool to see how how this game lives on Twitch has been very interesting.
Yeah, and the Twitch community in general for Swuggo is really awesome. Everybody is there to help you out. Like they'll give you any advice you want, help you in any way they can. And then they
Love
just
that part.
a lot of
Love
them
it.
know each other. Like they'll say hi to each other in chat all the time, and it's just a good time. So
Absolutely.
I think that was the last viewer question.
Nice.
Let me just double check.
I believe so.
Yep, last viewer question for the week. So is almost 10:30, so I think we can wrap it up. So.
All right, you just want to give out a closeout before I close this all out?
Yeah, well, again, I'm OffDutyOtter. Here is my Twitch channel. I would love for you guys to come out and give me advice on all my account stuff. Again, I play everything from Star Wars to Magic the Gathering to whatever. So, if you see me on, I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, and weekends are a bit random, but I'm pretty consistent with Tuesdays and Thursdays. So come check out what I got going on.
And you're only on Twitch. You're not on like YouTube or
Yeah,
anything
right
else?
now I'm just on Twitch.
Okay. All right. So then for everybody watching, twitch.tv/OffDutyOtter. And make sure you go follow them and tune in when you can. Boreas is asking, wait, what's your magic deck?
Oh, there's so many. I'm a mono red player, but lately it's been Ragavan, the little monkey that steals stuff. Oh, I love it so much.
Oh, man. But once again, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
I think this conversation was actually... I didn't know where this conversation was going to go. I don't think we really had a plan for this week, but I think this conversation was actually a good one that needed to be had that can really help people different parts of the game. So.
Yeah.
But
especially like it's been rough for me, so not to like derail everything. I'm kind of going through a breakup, so I'm kind of just bouncing around from place to place, living in my van right now. Staying on people's couches where I could until I could get a place. So just kind of, it might be a little bit. I will be definitely in Club 38 and Scoundrels, but my stream, it might be a bit before I could get to anything. Unfortunately. But because I am single at least, now I don't have to worry about extra time and I could focus more on content creating when I get my PC program. So, we got that. And yeah, it's looking at the bright side here. So yeah. But yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. And again, because of my situation, I obviously won't be able to have access to my computer to do the Audacity and get everything all on the uppity up for the podcasts on Spotify and everything. So just hang with me. I know it's going to take me a bit to get it up, so please bear with me. And yeah, of course, you could always watch us live on Kate's channel every Tuesday about 9 EST, right here at K8Gaming, K8Gaming _. You can catch the replays on my channel on YouTube at Alli3Gal, ALLI3GAL, and of course we also have Clubs 38 on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts.
All right, and with that, thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good day,
Bye, everybody.